Los Angeles, October 1991. 15 minutes until midnight in the back alley of the famous Viper Room on Sunset Boulevard, a man sits against the wall, his head in his hands, eyes closed, just trying to breathe. Jean-Claude Van Damme, 31 years old, Hollywood's rising action star. Kickboxer, Bloodsport, Lionheart, consecutive box office successes. His name written in capital letters on posters. Studios fighting over him, each film bringing in $20–30 million in revenue. Producers constantly chasing him, always trying to convince him to star in their films. But right now in this back alley, none of it matters. His ears are ringing, his heart beating irregularly, his body trembling but not from sweating, from withdrawal syndrome. Cocaine, trying to stay sober for 2 days, but every cell, every nerve, every thought screaming for the next hit, screaming from within. Nobody knows. The studio doesn't know. His manager doesn't know. His fans definitely don't know. What they see on screen is the strong, disciplined, controlled Jean-Claude. The real Jean-Claude on the street against the wall, slowly losing the war within himself. His phone vibrates, the 8th call, from his manager. He doesn't answer. What could he say? Yes, I'm in a back alley right now. I've lost all control. I might not be able to shoot the next film because I can't last 4 hours without drugs. He can't say it. If he does, everything ends, career ends, image ends, yet everyone knows him as Muscles from Brussels, the muscle mass from Belgium, the one who can do a 360-degree kick, perform full splits, the action star with the perfect physique, poster boy, role model. But it's all a big lie. He lifts his head. The street is deserted. Music can be heard in the distance. The bar is about to close. People going home to their families, loved ones, normal lives. Jean-Claude has nowhere to go. His wife is at home, but he doesn't want her to see the truth. He has a son, but he can't face him like this. He can't even look in the mirror anymore. He stands up. His balance falters. He leans against the wall, takes a deep breath. 1 step, 2 steps. He starts walking. Doesn't know where he's going, but staying still is worse. Thinking is worse. Silence is worse. He emerges onto Sunset Boulevard, cars passing by, neon lights flashing. The Los Angeles night offering false promises with its glitter. Success is here. Fame is here. Happiness is here. All lies. Jean-Claude has all of these, and none of them fill the void inside. But the truly shocking thing was who he locked eyes with when he turned the corner. Across the street, someone emerges from a gym. A massive man. 6'3", 220 pounds, with that characteristic walk, that legendary posture. Head held high, shoulders relaxed but ready, eyes seeing everything. Muhammad Ali, 49 years old, retired, but still Muhammad Ali, the world's greatest boxer. Perhaps the world's most famous person. The man who brought wars to the ring. The man who refused Vietnam. The man who said float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Jean-Claude freezes, can't move. His entire body locks up. Because right now in this state he can't face this man. Muhammad Ali is a legend. Jean-Claude, a drug-addicted fraud who just came out of a back alley, but it's too late. Ali has seen him. He stops. 2 men at midnight on a Los Angeles street looking at each other. Ali approaches, slowly. He has Parkinson's disease, but that power can still be felt in his walk, that charisma, that presence. His eyes scan Jean-Claude, seeing everything. You're the Belgian fighter. His voice is soft. Parkinson's has affected his voice, but the words are clear. The one who kicks, I've watched your movies. Jean-Claude can't open his mouth. His throat is dry. His eyes well up. He doesn't know why, but standing before Ali in this state is unbearable. He knows he's a fraud. Looks strong on screen, but in reality he's shattered. Ali moves even closer, now 3 steps away, looking into Jean-Claude's eyes, long, very long. Then he says something that rocks Jean-Claude's world. You're in pain, I can see it. 4 words, just 4 words, but saying everything. Ali is aware. He can see. He couldn't hide it. Tears begin to stream down Jean-Claude's face. He can't stop them, can't control them. Just standing there, Hollywood's strong action star, crying like a child in front of Muhammad Ali. Ali places his hand on Jean-Claude's shoulder. Warm, firm, walk with me. Not a command, an invitation, but refusing is impossible. Jean-Claude nods. They start walking, side by side, silently. Ali doesn't say anything, just walks. Jean-Claude walks too, trying to wipe his tears. 3 blocks later, they arrive at a small park. It's late, the park is empty. They sit on a bench. Ali sits slowly with the caution Parkinson's brings. Jean-Claude sits next to him, head down, hands on his knees. Ali speaks. 1984, Miami, training camp. I was preparing for my last fight, Larry Holmes. My body was exhausted. Everyone was aware of this. So was I, but I couldn't accept it. Couldn't accept that the greatest was no longer the greatest, that my body was betraying me. Jean-Claude lifts his head, looks at Ali. I used pills, Ali continues. Painkillers, a lot of them, to be able to train, to believe I was still myself, to escape from the reality that Muhammad Ali's time was ending. Jean-Claude holds his breath. Muhammad Ali, drugs, impossible. Legends don't do such things. Everyone thinks champions don't break, Ali says, but we do break. We break more than most people because the pressure is greater, the expectations are greater, the fall is longer. Silence. Jean-Claude, for the first time that night, can truly breathe, because Ali understood, not just understood, but lived it. What are you using? Ali asks. Soft but direct. Jean-Claude's voice trembles. Cocaine, for 2 years, started as party fun, then became a need. I can't stop, I can't function without it. Why? He asks. A simple question, but the answer is hard. Jean-Claude thinks. Why did it start? Why does it continue? Because, his voice trembles. Because Jean-Claude Van Damme is perfect, strong, disciplined, never weak, never afraid, and I'm not him, I'm just a lucky kid from Brussels. And if people see the real me, they'll realize I'm a fraud. It was at this exact moment that what Ali said would forever change Jean-Claude's life. Ali turns, looking directly at Jean-Claude, his eyes full of seriousness but warm, understanding. You feel like a fraud because you're struggling. Does that make you a fraud? Ali shakes his head. No, that makes you human. Real strength isn't never falling. Real strength is getting up after you fall, again and again. Jean-Claude listens, but resists. You don't understand. I'm an action hero. People watch me thinking I'm invincible. Children watch, thinking I'm a role model, but I'm this. He shows his hands, his trembling hands. Ali smiles, a sad smile but genuine. Do you know how many times I fell, really fell, lost fights I should have won, said things I regret, hurt people I loved, made mistakes I can't take back, but I'm still here, still Muhammad Ali, not because I never fell, because I got up. But you're a champion, you're Muhammad Ali. And you're Jean-Claude Van Damme, the real one, not the movie version. The real one struggles, the real one suffers. Real one needs help. That's not weakness, that's humanity. Jean-Claude closes his eyes, something inside him breaks. That wall, the wall he's been building for years, cracks. Ali continues. You want to know what real strength is? Admitting you need help, asking for it, seeing it through. This is harder than any kick, any fight scene, any physical challenge. This is real courage. I don't know if I can do it. You can, because you're already doing the hardest part. What's that? Being honest, right now. With me, with yourself, that's the first step. Jean-Claude lifts his head. What if I fail? What if I try to stop and can't? Then you try again and again. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. An old saying applies to boxing, applies to life, applies to beating addiction. The wind blows, the park is silent, the city sleeps. But on this bench, 2 warriors are discussing life's toughest fight. I'm scared, Jean-Claude whispers. Good, fear means you're taking it seriously. Fear means you understand the risks, but don't let fear stop you, let fear push you. Jean-Claude takes a deep breath. What should I do tomorrow, next week? How do I start? Ali takes a small piece of paper from his pocket, writes a number. This is my friend, a doctor, a specialist. He helped me with my painkiller issue. He'll help you too. He hands the paper to Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude takes it, looking at the number. Real, concrete, the first step. Call him tomorrow. Tell him Ali sent you. He'll know what to do. Why are you doing this? You don't even know me. I'm nobody. You're not nobody. You're a person in pain asking for help. That's enough. That's everything. Jean-Claude's eyes fill with tears again. But this time it's different. This time with hope. Ali stands up. Slowly, carefully, Jean-Claude stands up too. They face each other. One more thing, Ali says. This doesn't make you less, doesn't make you weak, doesn't mean you failed. This means you're fighting the real fight now. The hardest fight, the one against yourself. If you win this, you'll be stronger than any movie hero. Jean-Claude extends his hand. Ali takes it, firmly. 2 warriors shaking hands, respect, understanding, brotherhood. Thank you, Jean-Claude says, his voice broken but sincere. Don't thank me. Just fight, win. Then one day when someone else is where you are now, help them. That's how we pay it forward. Ali starts walking with slow steps. Jean-Claude watches him go. The greatest boxer walking in the darkness of night, but the trail he leaves behind is made of light. Jean-Claude doesn't look at the number on the paper. He puts it in his pocket, carefully, with care, as if it's the most valuable thing. Maybe it is. The next morning at 9 o'clock, Jean-Claude picks up the phone. His hands are shaking. The withdrawal continues. His body wants the cocaine, but he holds the phone, dials the number. Dr. Morrison's office. Hello, Mohammed Ali gave me this number. He said I should call, said you could help. A brief silence. Then a warm voice. Of course, Ali called this morning, said a fighter would call. When can you come in? Today, now, I need to start before I change my mind. Come at 2. We'll start your program. Thank you. Don't thank me yet. The real work starts now, but you've taken the first step, the hardest step. You can be proud of that. Jean-Claude hangs up, sits on the floor, tears flowing, but this time he's not trying to stop them, letting them flow. Because for the first time in years, he feels something. Hope. Wait a minute, don't miss this detail. 2 weeks later, Jean-Claude is at the treatment center, detox, therapy, group sessions. Every day a battle, every hour a battle. His body is rebelling. His mind screaming lies, but he stays, doesn't leave, fights. The third day, the worst day, withdrawal at its peak. Like crazy, wants to punch the walls, wants to run away, wants to quit. That's the easy way, stop the pain. In his room, sitting on the floor, head in his hands, crying, uncontrolled. Then the door knocks. Not the nurse, not the doctor. Muhammad Ali there, standing in the doorway, holding something small. A boxing wrap. Heard you're having a tough day, Ali says. Wanted to check on my fighter. Jean-Claude can't believe it. You came for me. Didn't I say I would? When a fighter is down, the corner man comes. I'm your corner man this round. Ali enters, sits next to Jean-Claude on the floor, not caring about Parkinson's, just being there. It's so hard, Jean-Claude says. My body is screaming, my mind is screaming. Everything wants me to quit, to leave, to use again. I know, but you won't. How do you know? Because you're still here, still fighting. That means you're winning, not easy, not pretty, but winning. Ali unwraps the bandage, takes Jean-Claude's hands, wraps them slowly, carefully, like a boxing wrap, a warrior's wrap. Every fight I wrapped my hands, Ali narrates. A ritual, a preparation, a reminder that I'm going into battle. This is your battle, these are your hands. These hands will fight, will hold on, won't take drugs, will call for help when weak. These are warrior hands. He finishes the wrap. Jean-Claude looks at his hands, wrapped, protected, ready. You're not alone in this, Ali says. I'm here, the doctor is here, your family will be here when you're ready. You have an army supporting you, but you must fight. We can't fight for you, we can only fight with you. I'm afraid of disappointing everyone. The only disappointment is not trying. Falling isn't failure, staying down is failure. Getting up every time, that's success, that's victory. Jean-Claude wipes his eyes, breathes. Deep, looks at his hands, his wrapped hands, his warrior hands. Okay, he says, okay, I'll fight. Ali smiles, that legendary smile. That's my fighter. Ali stays for 3 hours, just sitting, talking, sharing his own struggles, living with Parkinson's, watching his old strength fade, still continuing, because being a champion is an endless fight. The ring changes, the opponent changes, but the fight never ends. Jean-Claude listens, absorbing every word, because Ali isn't just talking, he's living, proving. Showing that falling isn't the problem, not getting up is the problem. 3 months later, Jean-Claude completes treatment. Sober, clean. Truly clean for the first time in years. His body healed. His mind cleared. But most importantly, that light in his eyes has returned. Real light, not fake. The first thing he does is call Ali. I did it. I finished the program. I'm clean, Ali's voice on the phone. I knew you would, never doubted it. I want to see you to thank you properly. Come to my house tomorrow, 3 o'clock. The next day, Jean-Claude goes to Ali's Los Angeles home. A big house, a beautiful house, but warm. Ali opens the door, smiles, they embrace. Look at you, Ali says. A different person, I can see it. In your eyes, in your posture, you won. Because of you. No, because of you, I just showed the path, you walked it. They go inside. In the living room, Ali shows something, hanging on the wall, a photograph. That night in the park, someone took it. 2 men sitting on a bench talking, Jean-Claude crying, Ali listening. When? Jean-Claude is surprised. When did someone take this? Paparazzo. The next day tried to sell it. The story was Van Damme's breakdown, Ali consoles. I bought it, all copies, because that moment was yours, not the world's, yours. Jean-Claude looks at the photo, sees himself, at his weakest moment, at his most vulnerable moment. But now it looks different, not weak, human, real. I want you to have it, Ali says. A reminder you survived that night, you survived treatment, you'll survive everything else. Jean-Claude takes the photograph, looks. His eyes fill with tears, but he smiles. Ali, I don't know how to thank you. I already told you, help someone else. When you see someone where you were, be there, Ali. That's the payment, that's the legacy. You won't believe it, but if the story ended here, it would still be amazing. But the real impact came later. Jean-Claude on the set of Street Fighter movie, a difficult film, budget problems, director issues, high stress. A young stuntman from the crew, Carlos, approaches Jean-Claude. He's been acting strange for days, tense, overly energetic, then crash. Jean-Claude recognizes the signs, knows them all. He pulls Carlos aside. You okay? Carlos tries to look strong. Yeah, I'm fine, just tired, Jean-Claude asks directly. What are you using? Carlos's mask drops, shock, fear, caught. I don't lie, I know I was there. Pills, cocaine, speed. Carlos breaks down. Speed, can't keep up without it. Stunt work is hard, hours are long. If I slow down, they replace me. I have a family, I need this job. Jean-Claude nods. He knows this feeling, that fear, that desperation. Come with me, after the shoot, tonight. I'll show you something. That night, Jean-Claude takes Carlos to a meeting. Narcotics Anonymous. Jean-Claude goes every week for 4 years, never missed one. Carlos is surprised. You go to these meetings every week for 4 years because recovery isn't a one-time thing, it's a lifetime thing. Every day I choose to be sober, some days easy, some days hard, but I choose. At the meeting, Jean-Claude speaks, tells his story. That night, the park, Ali, treatment, the struggle, the falls, getting back up. Carlos listens, tears flowing, because for the first time someone understood, someone saw, someone gave hope. After the meeting, Jean-Claude gives Carlos a paper. Dr. Morrison's number. This doctor helped me, he'll help you, call tomorrow, start the program, I'll support you, just like someone supported me. Carlos looks at the paper, then at Jean-Claude. Why do you care? I'm nobody, just a stuntman. Jean-Claude smiles, a familiar smile, Ali's smile. You're not nobody, you're a person in pain asking for help, that's enough, that's everything. Carlos's eyes widen, those words as if he's heard them before, but he doesn't know where. Carlos starts treatment. Hard. Very hard, but Jean-Claude is there every step. Calls, visits, takes him to meetings, just like Ali did. 3 months later, Carlos is clean, sober. A new person, returns to set, continues working, but different, clear, strong, really strong. One day he asks Jean-Claude, that night in the park when you said those words to me, did someone say them to you first? Jean-Claude nods. Yes, the greatest boxer who ever lived, Muhammad Ali. He saved me, I'm saving you. And one day you'll save someone else. That's how it works, that's the legacy. Now what you've seen is nothing, the real impact came later. June, Muhammad Ali dies. The whole world mourns. His funeral in Louisville. Thousands of people, heads of state, celebrities, athletes, everyone came to pay respects. Jean-Claude is there too, quietly, in the back rows, unnoticed, because this isn't his day, it's Ali's day. After the funeral, Jean-Claude approaches Ali's family. Lonnie Ali, Ali's wife, sees Jean-Claude, embraces him. He used to talk about you, Lonnie says. That night in the park, the young fighter he helped, he was proud of you. Jean-Claude can't hold back tears. He saved my life. Literally, I was lost. He found me. Lonnie nods. That was Mohammed, saw people in pain, couldn't walk away, had to help. I tried to pay it back, helped others, just like he helped me. That's exactly what he wanted. He used to say, my legacy isn't championships, it's the people I lifted up. You're part of that legacy. Jean-Claude stands there, outside the funeral home, people passing by, but he's motionless. Because he understands. Ali's true legacy, not the victories in the ring, those rescues in the night, those silent helps, those moments of hope. Jean-Claude speaks with rare openness in an interview about his addiction, about those dark years, and about Ali. I was shattered, he says to the camera, completely shattered. And Muhammad Ali, whom I idolized, found me in a dark alley, didn't judge, didn't walk away, sat next to me, held my hand, showed me the path, saved me. The interviewer asks, why are you sharing this now? It's so personal. Jean-Claude smiles. Because someone watching this might be where I was, in a dark place, thinking they're alone, thinking they're too broken to be fixed. I want them to know you're wrong, help exists, hope exists. You can survive, I did, because someone cared. Now I want to be that someone for others. The interview airs, goes viral, millions of views, comments flooding in, hundreds writing, "Me too, I'm struggling too, thank you for being honest." Jean-Claude can't respond to all, can't, but sends private messages to some. "You're not alone, here's a number, call, get help, fight, win." Jean-Claude is 63 years old, still making movies, but different, no longer just an action star, an activist, speaking about addiction, visiting treatment centers, talking to young people. Don't be like the me in movies, be like the real me, flawed, human, but fighting. One day, he visits a treatment center in Los Angeles, talks to young people, tells his story that night. Ali, the park, the wrapped hands. A young person asks, "Mr. Van Damme, if you could talk to Ali one more time, what would you say?" Jean-Claude thinks. Long, then smiles. "I would say, thank you, not just for saving me, for teaching me what real strength is. Real strength isn't muscle, isn't kicking, isn't movies. Real strength is admitting weakness, asking for help, getting up after falling. You taught me that, and I'm trying to teach others. The legacy lives through me, through everyone I help, through everyone they help. The wave you started that night is still going." The room is silent. Then applause, but soft applause, respectful applause, because everyone understands this isn't just a story, this is salvation, hope, proof that those who fall can rise. You haven't seen the biggest surprise yet. At that treatment center in the back row, a man sits in his 40s. Quiet, Carlos, former stuntman, now a treatment counselor, stayed clean with Jean-Claude's help. 25 years, now helping others. After the session, Carlos approaches Jean-Claude. "Do you remember me?" Jean-Claude looks, recognizes. "Carlos, my God, you're here, working here. Because of you, you saved me. Now I'm saving others, just like you said, the legacy continues." Jean-Claude embraces him, a long embrace, a brother's embrace. "How many?" Jean-Claude asks. "How many have you helped?" "Directly, maybe 200, but they help others, so could be thousands, all because you cared that night, just like Ali cared about you." Jean-Claude's eyes fill with tears. Ali would be proud. He is proud, wherever he is, because that's what he wanted, not statues, not championships. People helping people, the chain of hope. Now you reading, you watching, you seeing these words. Maybe you're in a dark place, maybe you're struggling, maybe you thought nobody would understand. Nobody would care, you're wrong. Jean-Claude understands, Carlos understands, Ali understood. Thousands of people understand, and help exists. Real help. You just need to reach out, don't be ashamed, this isn't weakness. This is humanity, and being human takes courage, especially when asking for help. You fall, as Ali said, get up 8 times. Fall 9 times, stand up 10. Continue, fight, win, because your story can be hope for someone, your victory can be light for someone. Your salvation can start a chain of salvations, just like Ali did that night in the park for Jean-Claude, just like Jean-Claude did on set for Carlos, just like Carlos does every day for hundreds of people. The chain continues. What link in the chain will your hand be? Who's your Ali? Who's your Jean-Claude? Who's your Carlos? And more importantly, for whom will you be them? Start looking for the answer. Because in 1991 at midnight in a Los Angeles park, 2 warriors sat. One broken, one wounded, both human, and what started that night is still alive, still growing, still saving. You can add your story, start, now, tonight, fall, rise, fight, win, and then reach out to someone else, because that's real strength, that's real legacy. Muhammad Ali knew it. Jean-Claude Van Damme learned it. Carlos lives it. Now it's your turn.